Oh my God, I hate Bill Belichick. That piece of shit.
Yeah.
Someone should assassinate him.
We're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
Two idiots talk sports. Sports talk. Funny and uncensored.
Greetings and salutations. We are Two Idiots Talk Sports. I'm Chance Del Fuego. With me is Drunk Tim, and we are here on a Sunday, the first week, the opening week of the NFL, coming at you talking all sorts of sports. We've got some great college football that happened yesterday. We got some great NFL football that's about to take place that we're going to watch here in just a little bit. Got a lot of pregame going on. We've got our own pregame going on. And we're pretty excited. How about yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm just elated the fact that there's like football in the air like all the time. All the time.
All the time.
It seems like there's more because, you know, I don't have cable and stuff like that. So, like, I don't get to see as much football as I'd like to. So, to me, it was just really cool that I got to see the OU-UCLA game. That was really cool.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, now we're at the point where there's football really every single day except for Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Otherwise, there's some form of football.
It seems like the greed is going down a little bit and just kind of like helping out the little guys.
Oh no, the greed is there.
I mean, the greed will always be there.
The greed is always there. It's always growing.
No, but like, I mean, they're getting their sponsorship and, you know, their commercials and all that kind of shit. But, you know, it kind of seems like so far they're actually bringing like regular streaming, like football, college football, pro football to the little guy like me. And I really like that a lot.
Yeah, you want to make it more accessible, yeah.
This is way better than it used to be. I guess in their minds, they were thinking that if we did it just primarily on our own station, that because, you know, Disney owns everything, if we do it primarily on our ESPN type of stuff, that people would buy cable more. But I guess that didn't work out very well for them.
Well,
I think that's what happened.
There's so many competing avenues now. You've got the YouTube, like the YouTube Live. You've got the ESPN Plus that charges per month. You've
Yahoo is
Yahoo.
streaming.
You've got all sorts of these competing. They're just trying to pull everybody. It's got to be hurting the cable or whatever slash television.
Oh, yeah. The Fire Stick, the fucking Fire Stick.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking intense. I don't know if you know much about it, but
yeah,
that Fire Stick is really lighting Hollywood up right now.
Yeah, they're still making their money when it's all said and done.
Yeah, they are.
When you start hearing about all these movies that are making hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars worldwide.
That's why Disney bought Marvel, or, you know, Marvel's properties. They're like, oh yeah, that's a shit ton of money.
Yeah, don't believe for a half second that these people are losing money. Okay,
yeah.
don't even.
Of course they want to cry because, like, rich people are really the biggest criers of how much money they don't have. You know, it's not.
It's money I could have had.
It's not the poor people like, oh my God, I'm like so poor like all the time and I have no money. No, like those people aren't like, they're grateful for shit that they have. It's the rich people that are like, oh my goodness, I'm losing $1 million a year.
I'm glad you brought up the reference is rich people and they're crying. I'm glad you brought that up. This came out
Colin Kaepernick?
This came out yesterday. Nah, forget Colin. We already talked about Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, I just saw...
Yesterday, US Open final. Serena Williams. Thank you. Serena Williams is faking.
Who's the Jehovah's Witness?
No way. Hang on, hold on.
Their parents are Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, they're not. Stop.
Yes, sir.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. I saw a match with them with their Jehovah's Witness badges.
No. Are they really?
They are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, wow. Well, somebody's
I'm
got to
so
be.
right. You didn't know that?
No.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
I
that's
guess
just
that's why
something I
we're
don't.
idiots.
That's just
why
something
we're
I don't
idiots.
look up. Hey, is so-and-so a Jehovah's Witness?
Of course, you know why I know why that's a fact.
I know why you know why you know. Yeah.
Yes.
I do. But yeah, it's...
Serena and Venus Williams were brought up as Jehovah's Witnesses.
You think they still are?
I don't know. They seem like pretty straight as far as the Jehovah's Witness culture goes. Culture, that's a good word. Yeah, I'd go with that.
All right.
We need
Yeah.
more chips, though. I will say that.
For our Jehovah's Witness culture?
Yes. I mean, if you're wanting to get deep into some shit, like, holy shit, yeah, Venus, Serena Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
Their parents are hardcore. They're avid Jehovah's Witnesses, just like Prince was. And he loved the Vikings like you're wearing the shirt.
I am wearing the shirt. Vikings play 49ers today at noon Central Time. But yeah, okay, so Serena Williams placed in the final yesterday. And for some reason I can't find
Her
this
parents are
girl's
their
name.
parents are really like avid, like they're good parents. They support their girls, all that kind of stuff. Even with I know a lot about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, there we
and
go. Okay, found the name.
It's
Sorry.
awesome. They make a lot of money.
I was letting you buy time with that. Okay, so Serena Williams is facing Naomi Osaka, okay, in the final.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
I know, I feel bad, like it's dirty. Naomi Osaka is a 20-year-old tennis player. She's part Haitian, part Japanese. She was born in Japan, lived there for the first 3 years.
Oh, so she's smart. Okay, I love
I
Japanese
don't know
culture.
whether to... Yeah, okay. So, she faces Serena in the finals.
No, Japanese culture is amazing.
Right?
Fucking smart people.
Oh, yeah.
I love those people.
Yes. So,
Sorry.
they face each other in the finals. And Serena is receiving some coaching, quote unquote, from her coach that's watching from the stands, right?
Yeah.
Well, that is against tennis rules. So the judge.
What? Why?
I don't know.
That sounds weird as fuck to me.
It's probably not the greatest rule
Is it
ever.
like a Bill Belichick type of rule that they're breaking? Like I'm taping other teams' fucking practices. Oh my god, I hate Bill Belichick. That piece of shit.
Yeah.
Someone should assassinate him.
Wow.
He's one of the worst people in the entire world.
All right.
He feeds off of fucking other people fucking other people over. Yeah. He
Right.
feeds off of fucking other people over. I hate Bill Belichick. He's Hitler to me. I really hate him a lot.
All right. So, Serena,
Sorry.
her coach, is coaching.
That has to be said.
No, this may end up being the Drunk Tim show today, and I'm just going to sit back and just watch you talk and stammer and hate on Bill Belichick and wish death threats on
And
him
call
and
him
anybody
Hitler.
else that cheats and call him Hitler. So I'll just eat the popcorn and watch. Serena
I'm sorry.
is receiving coaching. She says she didn't see her coach, but it's against the rules. She gets a warning. Well, the judge gives a warning, right? Well, Serena gets upset. She's now offended that this ruling has been made. She thinks it's an attack on her character, that she's cheating. When in fact,
Discriminatory stuff?
right? That's what she thinks.
What?
She
In
thinks,
tennis?
She thinks
That's
that
weird.
this judge is sexist. That he.
Oh my god.
And so she's arguing with him about this stuff, and the guy. It's funny to me because honestly, the warning isn't even really against her. The warning is against the coach to not do it, but she's taking it personal. Because she's in the heat of the moment and all that. But she's taking it personally like...
It's not even against her.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I've got daughters. I'm not a cheater. Like, she's coming out with all this. And, like, she's totally taking this moment and she's just blowing it up into this. And so
sounds like a steroid moment to me.
yeah. Now she's already lost the first set to this girl, right? 6-2.
Is she Russian? Sorry.
She's already lost the first set to this girl. And so now they're kind of battling for the second set, and she loses a point, and in frustration, Serena slams her racket down, breaks her racket.
Damn.
Well, she receives another violation for that. Well, now
What is that? What is the violation? I don't think I've ever seen a match where it was like that.
where you
Like
break your
where-
racket.
Yeah, you're unprofessional. Basically, is what that is. I've never seen that shit before in my entire life.
Could be a conduct violation, something like that.
Personal conduct.
Right.
Yeah.
So she receives a violation for that. She ends up losing a point on that. Now it's really beginning to explode. She's really hating on this judge. She's demanding an apology from this judge, like hardcore. Do you know who I am? Type of stuff. Demanding.
Is the chick just way better than her, and she's just trying to find other ways to like distract from the fact that she's getting her ass kicked or something like that?
Well, I
because that
think-
shit happens all the time.
I think they were pretty comparable. I mean, the girl did win the first set. The second set, it was tight enough to where it could go either way, and you never know. Like
First to 7, right?
No, it's 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 sets.
No, I mean on the sets, like it's first to set. Like you win a set by winning 7
6.
matches.
By winning
Is it
6
6?
games.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So the second set is pretty tight, but now this thing has exploded. He's already taken a point away from her, and then she continues to argue on, and he takes the game from her, which now puts I've already forgotten this girl's name.
Venus Williams?
Osaka. Sorry, thank you.
Oh,
Osaka now, who was up 4-3, now goes up 5-3. And we just said you're going to 6. She now
That's
goes
hardcore.
up 5-3. So now Serena has just lost her damn mind. And
I would too.
She's demanding someone else to come out. Like, no, I want your manager. You know, she's that
What
kind of
is
deal.
that? That's
And-
weird.
And so these
I've never seen that shit
two
before.
officials from the US Open come out. The guy is hearing from the chair judge, and the female that comes out is listening to Serena. Serena's not getting the answers she wants from her, so now she's talking to the guy and basically like, hey, this and that, you know, and
The chair judges, like the chair judgers, they know what the fuck they're doing.
well, and he's
They're
actually
really
a highly
skilled at
rated.
it.
He's actually a highly rated chair judge too. Like
Of course,
he's got
he's doing a Williams match. Of
Right.
course he is.
And so it turned out she had called him a thief for taking a point away from her earlier, and so
She knows what she's doing too.
And so, you know, the guy that's brought out reminds Serena of that. And she's basically saying, well, I've heard men say much worse, like cursing at the chair guys and things like that, and nothing ever happens to them. But I call him a thief. You know, this is sexist. This is this. Like, she's just like, unload.
Wow.
And they're like, well, basically, it is what it is. We can't like turn over a call from a chair judge.
Is that something that has to go to like court?
I don't know.
Like not tennis court, but I mean like regular.
Yeah, they're on the
court,
court, yeah.
Regular court.
Bring out the judge.
Yeah,
But yeah.
you are sentenced to 5 loves of nothing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Well, at that moment,
whatever that is.
At that moment, there was no love.
5 loves.
Yeah, it was no love on the court. And so, of course, Osaka goes on and she wins. She wins the set, straight sets. She wins the US Open. So you got the fans booing like crazy. It's in New York. They're all taking Serena's
Probably
side.
for good reason, right?
What's
for
that?
good reason, right?
Good reason
Because
why.
she was wronged, right? That's what we're talking about.
The people there feel like she was wronged. If you look at social media, the majority of people thought Serena was wronged. But, I mean,
Well, people are more in love with her than they are with the opponent that she was facing.
well, and I brought this up. I don't know how controversial a take this is, but, you know, the girl looks Asian. So, so it's, she looks Asian, right? And so it's quick for people to take Serena's side. Well, she's the American. It's almost like
Asians
a reverse.
aren't that great
It's
at
like a
tennis.
reverse racism where it's okay to be on this side, right? But you're not to be on this girl's side. This poor young girl has just won her first US Open, first title in anything as a professional ever.
Was she like 18, 19
She's
years
20.
old? She's 20 years
She's
old.
20. And
Shit.
and remember I said she was
The
Japanese.
younger kids, they're coming. They're coming. You have to get out of the way.
Remember I said she was born in Japan. So that technically is the first major tennis
Major
title.
tennis.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they call them as a major, so you got to salute. Yeah. But that's the first major for the country of Japan in history.
That's impressive.
In history. Well,
they're good at, they love golf. They love baseball. They love baseball.
They do
China
love baseball.
and Japan loved baseball and golf.
Yeah.
Go Scots. But, yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Someone to come out of the woodworks like that?
Yeah.
And have that kind of skill and ability? Fucking Williams' sister? Come on, man. Holy shit. You go, girl. I don't know much about you, but if you're listening, I fucking love you. You go. Keep it going.
So they do the awards ceremony. Like, they got to do the whole thing. Here's the runner-up. Here's Miss Serena Williams. And here's Miss Osaka. And
Fucking
stuff.
queen.
The fans are just booing the whole time. I mean, they're just booing. To the point where the Osaka girl's in tears. She's covering up her face with her, she's got the visor hat.
Oh, shit.
Like, if you're watching the thing, you're like, the last thing you're thinking is this person just won a major championship. This is like the biggest moment of her life.
Yes.
And the whole stands, we're talking this huge stadium
Humongous.
of people are booing down upon you, because they're rooting for Serena and they're rooting for and they're hating on.
It's been like 20 years,
this
right?
chair judge.
20 years? The Williams sisters?
Yeah.
20 years? Something like that. Fuck.
I think they've been alive longer than that.
Well, I mean, since they've been playing professional tennis.
Oh, yeah, probably in that, ballpark,
yeah,
sure.
It's somewhere around 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
So this poor girl, who's probably better than they are now, you gotta pass the torch. It's how life works. Unfortunately, getting old sucks ass.
Yeah.
And, you gotta get the torch to the next pieces of shit.
All right.
That's
Okay.
that's what I do.
Yeah, you just, toss the torch.
Yeah, toss the torch to the piece of shit. And you're like, okay, well, he caught it. It
Yeah.
was really impressive. Speaking of impressive catches, fucking OU. Oh my God, I saw at least two. I saw like what's the fucking New York Giants
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. catch that OU dude did.
Yeah.
But it didn't count because he was out of bounds, but he was close to being inbounds. Did you see that shit?
I did.
Oh my God. Man, these receivers are heartfelt, and man, I'm really excited about this. Actual, first year coach, doing really well with his team. This is his team.
Well, it's his second year.
Yeah, I know, but these are actually, it feels like it's his players, and it's not Bob Stoops' players, who had a goatee on the game yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen hair on Bob Stoops' face.
He didn't, when he called in, he didn't tell us he had grown out the beard.
It's like,
I thought we would get the inside scoop on that.
I'm Logan now.
You're right. And I guess that's Bob Stoops doing a Batman voice.
I guess so.
That's a couple of different, couple of degrees of separation of impersonations. It's just
Yes.
I'm Bob Stoops. As Batman.
What are you? I'm Bob Stoops.
I'm Bob Stoops.
And so
Swear to me. Swear to me. Anyway. All right, so I guess we've transitioned away from the Serena match.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. OU football. OU football. OU wins 49 to
Handily.
21 So they do not cover the 30.5 point spread. We talked about that on Thursday. I thought 30.5 was a lot of points. And honestly, they really did. In the grand scheme, they were covering, but it's one of those backdoor things where, you get the lazy points at the end. It's like, nanner, we only won by 28. But really, they were good enough to win by the 30.
It's like they should have been running out the clock too. Let's not get these kids hurt. We know this game's over. Yeah, that's a point I was thinking about today. Stop this shit. Stop trying to we know the game's over. Run the ball. Get the clock run out. Don't hurt any more kids. The more plays you run, the more possibilities you have at get one of these kids fucking hurt. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But they're trying to score more points. Like, dude, you got your ass handed to you. You're done. Game's over. Why are you trying to score more points?
There were a couple of injuries for OU that are kind of significant. You have the Rodney Anderson injury early in the game.
Number one.
Towards the end of the first quarter, he had a knee injury. They haven't come out with just how serious it is yet. Of course, they've still got to go through the MRIs and all that stuff, and we'll find out probably.
What do you think about that? You think it's gonna be long?
It's just really hard to tell. I mean, it's all speculation at that point. You hope it's not one of those 4 to 6 week type of things. But
UCLA's run defense was really impressive.
They were stacking the box. I mean, it was 8, 9 people in the damn box. They were daring, but that was their game plan. They went in yesterday essentially daring OU to throw the ball. They wanted Kyler Murray to beat them with the pass yesterday.
And he did pretty well.
And he did.
He did really well.
You could tell he had his moments, though. He was not the most accurate, but he also had some moments where he was great. So
right on the money.
Yeah.
At least twice that I remember.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap, that was an amazing throw.
Yeah.
I couldn't have, I'm a really good passer, but I could have never made that throw. That was amazing.
Yeah. But so he gets hurt. Marquise Brown, who they kept calling Hollywood.
Hollywood.
He suffers an injury, and again, I don't know how serious that was. It sounds like it's not as potentially serious for him, which is good.
As Anderson.
Yeah. It looks like Anderson.
Man, those are huge losses. Huge losses.
Well, yeah, it's your starting running back and your number one receiver. Number 2 is CeeDee Lamb. I mean,
and he looked good. Man, he got over 100 yards.
Yeah, they're both really good. Calcaterra at tight end's a great receiving tight end. The offense is
just reloading. Done.
Offense is going well, and then the most impressive thing of the day to me overall was. We always go in with these question marks, and OU's question mark was defense.
Yep.
They were some dogs yesterday. They were hitting people. They were
intense.
It was
they were
great.
Intense.
Fantastic. They were making life really uncomfortable for the quarterback yesterday.
Yeah,
who's just another guy with a really long name and a hyphen.
There were 3 or 4 hyphenated people that watching this game.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was watching it with my friend Ethan.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? What is up with all the hyphenated names in this game?
I know. Even
there was
the people,
at least 3.
Even the people calling it finally just gave up saying his full name. They just went with the letters, the whatever it was, DTR.
Some acronyms.
Yeah,
or
it was just DTR throws the ball. I mean, that's how bad it was. It's I'm tired of saying this.
Because the game was kind of fast too, so you got to be quick about how
it's hard
you
to get all that
things.
out, So, but yeah, they made life very, very difficult for him and the UCLA offense. It was just a great showing by OU. A lot of people right now are starting to jump on that train and think they're going to potentially be one of the 4 in the playoff team.
Yeah,
playoff
type contender.
Of deal.
That's what we want.
That's how
all
they
we
look.
need. It doesn't matter if we're number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4.
Just
get
get
in
in.
that playoff, and we're good to go.
Yeah, just
one
get
loss. Sometimes 2 losses, people will be in there.
Yeah. Oklahoma State wins big last night against another small-time school.
High school? What high school was it that they were playing?
I can't recall. They played late last night. They still don't look
disgusting to me. I'm sorry. I'm tired of these fucking big Power 5 conference teams playing against these Division 3 teams.
Yeah,
I think that's the lowest, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, but losses,
3 divisions.
Losses matter more in college football. I mean, if losses were as, I don't know, like if you lose in the NFL, it's like, well, we'll get them next week.
Any given Sunday.
But in college, man, a loss is a big deal. So I can see both sides
to the
on
newbies, to the noobs.
I can see both sides on it. And plus, there's plenty of football games that were entertaining yesterday to look at.
Michigan looked good.
They did. And so Oklahoma State, they don't look like they're well-oiled just yet. Like they're still trying to figure some things out. So
Which is why they play against fucking high schools.
we'll see. Now, next week's the big moment for them. They've got to go on the road. They got to play Boise State on that dumbass blue field.
The blue field.
I hate that field. I will not watch the game because of that
kinda
blue
like
field.
it.
I won't watch it.
I hate Boise State because they beat OU and everything, and I don't know. Well, I guess apparently they did belong in that game. But anyways, I kind of like Boise State. I love Tom Fuckery. I love Tom Fuckery. Like you.
Does he still play?
I think so. I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Now Boise State's playing pretty well. You know who their quarterback is? He's the son of.
He's on the front cover of your magazine that you bought.
That's right. It's Mark. Remember Mark Rippon, the quarterback for the Redskins back in the day?
Yeah.
His son. Yeah. So he's
Wow.
quarterback for Boise State. Boise State's looking pretty good. Oklahoma State's going to have their hands full next Saturday. So.
All right. Well, I know my Midwest City like brethren, like he'll have them ready to go.
The Midwest City brethren.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, like
Right.
I grew up in Midwest City most of my childhood, so yeah,
Right.
go Bombers. Mr. Gundy, like he's got him under control. He's doing a good job.
That is
He
correct.
earns his money. He earns his money like a motherfucker. Yes, sir, he does.
Did he donate any of his mullet to Locks of Love?
No, but your son did.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he went full bald, man. That
Man,
was
and
crazy.
your son had long, beautiful hair too. Like that was quite a donation. That was amazing. Like your son is so amazing.
Oh my
Andrew Rudnicki, you should check him out for those that care.
goodness. All right.
Good kid.
Yeah. So, let's see. Alabama rolled yesterday. What was the?
Of course, yeah. Who did Alabama play? Like South Arkansas or Southeastern Arkansas State Penitentiary, some shit like that.
Yes.
It was.
That's
it's
exactly who they played.
That's what I'm tired of. That is bullshit. I understand that it's like helping out this small college. I understand that it's helping out this small college, but who really gives a flying fuck? That just makes the big college look like a bunch of douchebags.
Yes. Yeah, Clemson took on. That was the big game.
That was the big game.
That's where game day was. It was Clemson, Texas A&M.
I'm sure Clemson destroyed them.
Well, Clemson at one. I mean, they looked like they were dominating at one point, but A&M comes all the way. I mean, they come back. Clemson wins 28-26. A&M had a shot.
Shit.
They had a shot to go for 2 to try to tie the thing up, and they
Failed it.
They failed. But I mean,
Onside kick.
it was right there. I mean, it was a good job. It was a good showing for Texas A&M.
Damn.
And Clemson gets away.
Big 12 Southwestern Conference team.
And of all the teams like that we predicted and stuff, I mean, Clemson, now that they're past that game, they really are the team of all of the other teams. It seems like they have the easiest road to get to the playoff.
Yeah, everybody's loving it, Clemson. They were talking about it during the conversation with the guys.
The Doobie
Not
Brothers.
the commentators, but the analysts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes! There we go, Brain. You're there. I'm glad that you showed up. Anyways, yeah, so they were talking about that shit whenever the analysts were going over it. You know, some people are better at commentary. Some people are better at analysts. Tony Romo turned out to be really good at what he does. Anyways.
Skechers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
the Skechers and the Corona.
Yes, the Skechers and the Corona.
Georgia beat South Carolina 41-17. That was
That's
a pretty
huge.
good matchup.
A conference matchup. Wasn't that their first game?
No. And then Ohio State rolled on Rutgers, which we
Rutgers
all thought
sucks.
they would. Ohio State faces TCU next week.
Without their head coach, though. So
Without him on the sideline.
game.
But he got to prepare him for the game.
Was he calling them like play to play and being like,
don't
hey,
know.
I want you to run this play? Like, seriously, he totally could have been doing that the entire fucking time in this technological world. Yeah, he was banned from the game, but please tell me that's not a possibility that this motherfucker was calling the interim head coach what plays to call. Right?
Now, Florida loses to Kentucky. That was a big deal. They hadn't
Holy shit.
They hadn't lost to Kentucky in over 30 years. So
Holy
they finally
shit.
break that streak. Kentucky wins 27-16. So whoever's coaching at Florida, I bet they're on the hot seat right now.
They
that's
out of here.
Yeah, that's not good for
Bye-bye.
them.
There's the road. Go beat it.
Stanford continues their. They are just
Stanford and
annoying the
USC.
hell out of USC as they beat USC 17-3. And how is it that USC supposedly gets all these great recruits and then they can only muster 3 damn points against Stanford? I mean, that's just sad. That's just sad to me.
Like a dude like killed another like couple of people like that went to that school. Like, can't you like find somebody that like actually can like get some points?
Yeah.
That was an O.J. Simpson joke.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Sorry. White Bronco.
Sorry.
Right.
That was so Dennis Miller of me, wasn't it?
Another notable game yesterday. The guy I like as a head coach, Herm Edwards. You know he's coaching at Arizona State now, right?
Really?
The
Jets coach.
Right. He is coaching Arizona State, and they upset Michigan State last night, 16-13.
Michigan State's
And Michigan,
they're good.
Michigan State is good, and so is Arizona State. They're now 2-0.
One of the greatest coaches of all time, actually, coaching for Michigan State. Yeah.
Saban?
For Michigan State?
Yeah, Saban used to coach at Michigan State a long time ago.
The one
That's
that
where he started.
is coaching right now.
Oh.
I can't
So
think of
Arizona
his
State
name.
wins 16-13.
No, he's a damn good coach. The guy coaching for Michigan State. He's a really good coach.
Is it the D'Antoni guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike?
Sure. Bud.
No, that's
Bud.
the thing.
Maybe it's Bronco D'Antoni. I'm just making up I'm making up names now.
No, the Michigan State head coach. He's won
Bob-
a lot of games in his career.
I'm
It's
sure he has.
impressive.
I think it's D'Antoni. Bob D'Antoni.
Who is the Michigan State football head coach?
Nebraska loses their debut to Colorado.
Yeah, Mark D'Antonio.
Mark.
I said
Oh,
Mike. I said
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah,
but no,
buddy.
he's won a lot of football games in his career.
He's been there
he's
for a
a
while.
hell of a good coach.
He is. He's been there a long time.
Since 2000 or 95?
2095.
Oh, he was an assistant coach in 95 to 2000. Then he was Ohio State's defensive coordinator during their 2002 national championship win. He's got a national championship ring.
Nice.
Bam.
Yeah.
Good job, Brain. I'm telling you, this dude knows how to coach some kids. He's impressive. Check him out. Yes, give him respect.
All right. So, that's our college football recap from yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. I don't even know where the hell I am on my notes.
Well, Wisconsin looked good.
Yeah, Wisconsin
talk
looks
about
good.
them?
I mean, Wisconsin. I mean,
Their running game is getting
some of
back
the
on
games
track.
where teams are facing like nobodies. I'm just not hopping too much into. I mean, your Wisconsin blows
Yeah.
out teams. LSU blew out a team. They're looking great, of course. Boise won 62-3. I mean, you got a lot of these teams. I'm just like, yeah, they look great against Savannah State.
Stay here.
One of the things I love about game day
Nice.
is You know the signs. The signs that where they're holding them up and stuff. It's just a thing. It's a trend I'm loving. Is people coming up with things. So I wrote down a couple of the signs that I saw. Of course, it was Clemson and Texas A&M. So one of the signs that somebody was holding up was Dabo double dips chips and salsa. I thought that was pretty funny. You know, like, oh God, he double dips. You know, they're like, oh, like that's their big, I don't know,
meme.
Yeah, one of them put my other sign was ejected for targeting. I thought that was pretty funny. The alphabet has more W's than Texas, and that was true at that moment. Texas did win yesterday, so now they're tied. But the alphabet.
What?
The alphabet was winning up until
That's pretty creative.
yesterday. It is creative. I do. I think they come up with some pretty creative signs.
That's
Anyway.
incredibly creative.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I like to kind of catch up and see what people are saying. The better signs usually though are like if they're at one of the smarter schools like Stanford or they're at Harvard doing the Ivy League deal or something like that, you start seeing some pretty intelligent signs. It's pretty funny just to see the difference, you know. Anyway.
Hey, that's one of the things that's good about like how the world is progressing and different mindsets and changes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'll deal with it.
Did you know that, I don't think it got a lot of publicity. Did you know that there was, we talked a few weeks ago about the Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Well, they just had the Basketball Hall of Fame.
College or pro?
Pro. To me, it just seems like it totally went under the radar. If I hadn't really been looking, and I mean, it wasn't like surface, like I had to look.
About it.
I had to look, and it was just like, oh wow, that just happened. Basketball Hall of Fame. Some pretty notable names got inducted into the Pro Basketball
Hall of Fame. Holy shit! How did I not hear about this? Like, football is always, because, I don't have cable.
Yeah.
So, man, there's a lot of freaking commercials about football, college, pro, all that shit.
Yeah.
How did I not hear about the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame?
It just was not, it was not televised. It wasn't marketed.
I liked it first before I liked even the sport of football. That's how weird that is.
Some notable names from the Hall of Fame. Some guys that got in. Jason Kidd. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, 2-time MVP.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen, the glove.
And
right?
No, that was Gary Payton.
Gary Payton, sorry. No, Ray Allen, the great three-point shooter.
Technically, wasn't it O.J. Simpson? The glove just didn't fit. The glove didn't fit.
He was a athlete type of player. So
he was a two-baller?
Two-sport. Yeah.
Oh, two-sport. Not a two-baller. I mean, most people are probably two ballers.
Well, hopefully if you're a man, you're a two-baller.
Not Lance Armstrong. He's a one-baller.
He's a...
And Tom Green.
Well, and that fucking singer, she bought it. I mean, she bought it for how long?
Sheryl Crow?
Sheryl Crow bought it for how long? And her first mistake or her favorite mistake was Eric Clapton. What the fuck?
Well, one of her other mistakes was trying to use one piece of toilet paper to wipe your ass instead of using some of the roll, only doing one square. That was one of her mistakes. I don't know if it was her greatest. She doesn't claim it was. But I'm sure it's on the list. We'll call it top 10. How about that?
Top 10. It's got to be in her top 10.
It's on my top 10 list.
I fucked this dude that was, slow hand. Which is a weird thing to call somebody that is a really fast lead guitarist. Why are you going to call him? I guess that's the idea, right?
Yeah, you want to...
some chips and salsa, por favor. Mucho gusto.
Oh, you've been cut off.
We're out.
We're out. Oh, nice. So I had seen a thing real quick, just kind of one of those, hey, this is kind of fun, but who would you take at point guard, Jason Kidd or Steve Nash?
Steve Nash. Done. No. Easy. Done.
Really?
Done. Oh, Steve Nash was the fucking man. Steve Nash was the boss. Oh my goodness. Have you seen his no-look passes? And he controlled the court like John Stockton.
Yeah.
He's like, no, this is my court. You are so welcome to be on my court. John Nash or Steve Nash.
John Nash. That's a beautiful mind.
John Nash was the smart guy. But Steve Nash was a pretty good smart guy too.
Right.
Anyways, no, Steve Nash was the fucking man. Like, his no-look passes, oh my God. It was insane how good Steve Nash was.
I don't know, man. Jason Kidd was really, really good.
How many MVPs did Jason Kidd get?
But some would argue that Steve Nash shouldn't have even won those MVPs. They said Kobe Bryant should have won those MVPs.
I've heard that too. We actually talked about that on our last show, I believe.
We did not. I think we talked about
after
that
the
at
show.
a dive bar after the show.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Don.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Apologizing to the dive bar for calling it a dive bar. But
hey, well, you haven't said the name, so
that's a good point,
so nobody
too.
knows that it was Hawaiian Don's.
Yeah.
So
okay, there it is.
Anyway,
Jason Kidd. I mean, I would almost argue Jason Kidd was maybe a better defender than Steve Nash.
Man, Jason Kidd was great at taking the charge. He was probably the greatest thing I've ever seen taking the charge.
People forget
that was important to him.
Jason Kidd finished only behind John Stockton in all-time assists and steals. People forget that about Stockton. He has the most steals
Stockton
of all
was
time.
a man.
Of all time. Nobody, like, you wouldn't think that. You're like, oh yeah, he was the assist guy. He keeps giving it to Karl Malone.
The mailman.
But he was a great defender. He leads NBA history. He's got the most steals of all time. And then Jason Kidd,
to be honest with you,
two.
I thought I was pretty savvy about shit like that, but I didn't know that.
There you go.
Actually, I've heard. I don't remember that because I played the basketball games all the time.
When you're saying who against who, I think with this, I feel like you're kind of splitting hairs. One thing Steve Nash said that I found very interesting, and I looked up the numbers. He says he could have been the Steph Curry of his day if he chose to play that way. But he chose to play in his era as your prototypical point guard, distribute the ball, and do that style of offense.
Be the quarterback.
But if you look at his stats, his career three-point percentage is like 42 or 43%. Career percentage.
Career over 40%.
And so
Holy shit.
So yeah, you look at that and you're like, okay, maybe there's some merit to this. I mean,
Well, he had Hornacek too. Hornacek was really like a great dude to dish to. Man, that was a great Utah Jazz team. It's unbelievable that Michael Jordan beat them. I can't understand it.
Yeah.
The greatest team maybe to ever not win the championship. Brian Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, that was a good team. Wow.
And then Grant Hill was inducted. And Grant Hill is one of those, that's just one of those, man, you wish the guy never got injured. You want to see what he could have been.
Didn't he make it to 40 playing in the league?
Yeah, but he was always out, it seemed like almost every year with something. And he had the ability, I mean, there was a time frame where he was not necessarily triple doubling, but he was getting close. Like, he would have the points, he would have the rebounds, he'd have the assists, and he was pretty dominant.
Well, he's got a national championship.
Those first
ring,
years
right?
with the Pistons. Yeah.
Right? With
People forget
Duke.
the infamous pass to Leitner where he makes that shot. Grant Hill's the one who throws the pass. So,
oh, that's right. Yeah.
People forget about that.
Christian Leitner was a badass dude, too.
Yeah.
He was kind of a bust. A little bit, yeah.
More of a college guy, you know. But I attribute that, like, Grant Hill, it's like, man, what could he have been type of deal. Kind of like Ken Griffey Jr. Like, Ken Griffey Jr. in baseball was still great. But he got hurt a lot. Like, what could he have been if he would have stayed healthy?
Insane.
It'd been scary. Yeah.
He reminds me of Deion Sanders. I don't know why.
Who?
Wasn't Ken Griffey Jr. a multiple sport guy?
No, he was a baseball guy.
He was just baseball?
Yeah.
I think it was like the quickness, the way that they ran. Yeah, Deion Sanders and Ken Griffey Jr. Maybe. Yeah.
Griffey had a great swing. Ran. I mean, great swing of the bat. Was fast.
Fast as fuck.
Great out in the field. I mean, he was just that great all-around baseball player.
It's surprising he wasn't a center fielder.
He was.
Because, you know,
he was a center fielder.
Ken Griffey was?
Yeah.
Deion Sanders wasn't. Wasn't he a left fielder?
Deion, I can't remember what position he played when he was
I wanna
doing
say
his
he
pro
was
baseball
left-
stuff.
Well, I know he was like outfield, but I think he was left field, I want to say. I thought... Yeah, like your center fielder is your fastest guy on your team.
Yeah, he's got more field to cover. Of course, some of that's changing now with the whole baseball analytics, and now we go to certain sides of the field for this particular batter, shifting, or whatever, this whole thing. Anyway, but that's a whole other deal for baseball. But yeah,
We're coming close. We're coming
Hall
close
of
to
Fame.
Playoff.
Yeah, we are getting closer to
We'll have
playoffs.
that show.
Absolutely. So, let's see where to go from there. I guess let's talk about what's going on right now, which is the NFL. We've got the Jaguars and Giants playing right now. Giants are doing some hitting right now, by the way. Jaguars are getting...
That's why, I think that the Giants are not as good as people think they're going to be this year. And so that's why this is a great opening week game.
We'll find out.
For the fans.
You got the Bills and Ravens playing right now. You want to kind
Bills
of see...
and Ravens. Nice
You want
job,
to see what
Chance.
kind of shit show the Bills are going to be. They can't seem to get their stuff together. But, yeah, pro football this week, you've got all sorts of stuff that's been happening. You've got people signing big contracts. You got
The Colin Kaepernick shit is really lighting people's shit on fire.
Yeah,
this is the biggest story in sports right now.
It unfortunately is, but we're now that football's being played, I'm hoping some of that will taper off and we can just get back to football.
It's not going to be that, dude. This is going to light on fire.
Another big story is Le'Veon Bell, who's some argue he's the best back in football. He's been holding out for the Steelers. He's not even playing in today's game because he's holding out, and they're saying this could go on for weeks now. So
who's playing in his place? You got to be kidding me.
Connor or some guy I've never even heard of.
I am not a Le'Veon Bell fan for the rest of my life, ever. That pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, he's
sorry.
been holding out, and some of the teammates, try to support and just be good teammates. Some of them, some people from the O-line, some veterans have come out and said they're not supporting what Le'Veon's doing. They're kind of pissed about what's going on. So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes down. But
as well they should be.
If you got Le'Veon Bell in your fantasy league, I'm so sorry. Because I know that's a high draft pick, he's not even playing. He's the
best running back in the game right now, right?
Well, we'll see.
Especially fantasy-wise.
I could have picked Le'Veon, and I chose Todd Gurley, so I made a great choice there, obviously.
Well, that was... I wouldn't say that's fortuitous. That's just smart on your level because you had him available. So he's like, let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take Todd Gurley.
You
instead
people
of
are
Le'Veon
really
Bell.
friendly around here. Whoa!
Yeah, we got some great games going on. Did you hear about? Let's see. Teddy Bridgewater got traded to the Jets.
Yeah, I was thinking New England division.
Yeah. He's going to be back up to Sam Darnold, who's their first round draft pick.
He's still being back up.
Yeah. So he'll be the backup to Sam Darnold for New York.
I guess he's just going to end up being one of those all-time best backups, like that dude from Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, that dude. So, so the Jets look like they might actually
they made
make
a commercial
statement
about that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Right.
they made a commercial about this dude. He's an amazing. He's a redhead. He's a ginger.
He's a redhead ginger guy. Oh my goodness. All right, so speaking about backups and having people's back, I found it interesting. Jalen Ramsey's, of course, notorious here lately for coming out and talking about basically giving an assessment of all the quarterbacks in the NFL and some of the other players and things like that.
Really?
And then one of the things that he brought up was Rob Gronkowski. He was basically saying that essentially as a tight end, Rob Gronkowski's overrated. That essentially that if he was covered by a decent cornerback, like any decent cornerback could basically cover him.
A cornerback? Well, of course.
Meaning Jalen Ramsey thinks he could cover Rob Gronkowski.
Bullshit. No cornerback can cover him.
Receivers, well, cornerback covering a tight end.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
No cornerback can cover Gronk.
And
It's hard for a safety
I wish
to.
I could rewind that. I think Gronk just caught a touchdown pass, by the way, against the Texans. So that's interesting timing. But Gronk, I find it interesting. It's just funny that he would say something stupid like that. It almost disqualifies him on some of his other comments when you say stupid shit like that, because that's the problem with Gronk, is if you put a bigger guy like a linebacker or a safety on him, he blows by them.
He's still faster than them.
If you put a fast
He's still
corner,
faster than them.
If you put like a corner on there that is fast, they're generally too small. Because to be a good corner in the NFL, you're usually about that 190-pound range.
Yep.
6 foot. Well, he's obviously like, what, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 200 and like Hulk
God
pounds.
knows. Yeah.
And so it's just like, dude, you probably shouldn't have said that. So now everybody's going to be gunning for Jalen Ramsey, of course. Today's the big matchup, and there's a pick by the Giants. Blake Bortles just throws a pick.
I gotta say, I'm kind of rooting for the Giants because they're always the underdogs.
So Ramsey will be covering Odell Beckham Jr. Great matchup. I haven't seen much of that so far. But getting Gronk's back is his girlfriend. I didn't realize he was dating a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Holy shit!
Oh, he tiptoed.
Man, that was amazing.
Caught it with his tiptoes.
Did you see
inbounds.
that? Holy shit! Fuck.
That was awesome. That was a good
All
play.
right. So the Giants just made a really amazing defensive interception.
So, do you want to see Gronk's girlfriend? Camille Kostek comes out and tells, basically claps back at Jalen Ramsey and says, basically, Jalen's less of a man than Gronk, both in talent and in hotness. Which, whatever.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I mean, that's a girl thing to say, but I don't care when she looks like that. You know, I'm sorry.
Holy shit. I want to have her babies.
So.
And she, seriously, I would totally have a sex change and let her have a sex change and let her put a baby in me so I could, Arnold Schwarzenegger the shit out of that.
Like full-grown baby?
Full-grown baby.
Okay.
Like I'm having a kidney stone and, I'm letting it pass through.
So not an insemination.
Holy shit. That's like Ronda Rousey type of shit.
No, that's better than Ronda Rousey.
No.
Come on.
Okay.
Rousey was just notorious for the... Come on. You got my back on this, right? Kostek's better. This girl looks hotter than Ronda Rousey. Rousey's just got the name. This girl is an actual SI swimsuit model, and I know Rousey technically is too, but she was only brought on board because of the UFC
Because
stuff.
she's still fucking sexy as fuck.
I get that, but
The
I'm saying...
sexy as fuck chick is the most,
I'm just saying...
ass-beaten chick in the world.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna split hairs, I'm choosing Kostek
the
over
titties.
Rousey. Okay,
The
that's all I'm
titties.
saying.
That's the difference. She's got the titties.
I'm choosing Kostek over Rousey. We're splitting hairs.
See, well, Rousey's probably more meant for speed as opposed to comfort.
In some of those circumstances, you wish you're splitting hairs, but I'm just saying. if there is hair, but
I don't mind a little bit. I don't mind a little bit. Having the trail, the little.
Oh. See, that's what's funny about that.
Holy shit!
About
fuck.
that swimsuit edition, because in that moment there is
that
no
was an
swimsuit.
actual SI picture.
Yeah, there is no swimsuit.
I'm sorry, listeners. Our producer is showing us pictures of this bitch, and holy shit, she's got it going on.
Oh, good run by Saquon there. Yeah. Oh, Ramsey talking to Saquon. Ramsey.
No, don't be talking to Saquon. That's a bad dude. What? Oh.
But yeah. So, yeah, it's funny because it's the swimsuit edition. And a lot of times they do have a swimsuit on, but sometimes barely. Sometimes you're just like, wait a minute, I question whether that's even a swimsuit.
or if those are real.
Or that nobody cares about that part. those Costex are real. I've got to give it up. Costex are real. It's official. Oh man.
Oh fuck, Mr. Stoops. Oh, did you see Mr. Stoops on the OU game? He's got a goatee all of a sudden.
I feel like we've talked about this before, just like a few minutes ago. Yeah, we did. Yes.
Fucked me in the goat ass.
No. That's not.
Well,
what
don't
it-
do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he has a goatee doesn't mean. Yeah.
that's not good for me.
Hey, speaking of gonads and hair and all that, this came up this week. Have you heard of this product called Bala? It's somebody mentioned this to me, and apparently there's like this powder that you can. I'm thinking like LeBron James laid downstairs for your boys, but it's like this Bala product. And then I bring that up, and then this is just some foreign guy. Giacomo Balla. He was an Italian painter. No.
Italian.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I wasn't expecting that.
There we go. Amazon Balla. But it's this talcum powder.
Shot Cola?
Yeah, 20-inch blades.
Only
your,
Impala.
Yeah. Balla. Getting doused
Getting
tonight.
laid tonight?
Let's see. Why is that not pulling up? But yeah, it's Balla. It's this talcum powder you can put downstairs. Keep yourself refreshing.
It's like baby powder?
Yeah, and then you LeBron James it a little bit, you know? You're just like, pop. I don't know. I
Have
think
you
we're
ever,
doing
like, hey, have you ever heard about a dude putting baby powder on their cock and balls?
Well, yeah, see? It's the... It's,
If you are a person who sits inside and doesn't have to work outside and be sweaty and do hard
So a lot of
labor,
construction workers are using this shit?
construction workers, farmers, people who have to be out
Shit.
laboring,
Okay,
There
well,
you go.
like,
oh, wow.
they even make this stuff.
It's for,
at
like, a
Walmart. It's
sexual
called
thing.
Monkey. This stuff is called monkey butt. Like it legit is called monkey butt.
is
And
that
it's-
new?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and it's a powder that you put on.
Oh.
You can do. It's essentially the same idea as putting baby powder or cornstarch in a baby's diaper.
Well, this
Cornstarch.
Well, this is
Cornstarch
called...
is the cheapest way.
Yeah,
it's the
this
best
is
way.
called
There's
Bala.
no talcum powder in it.
This is shit that I didn't even know. Like, I've had
I mean, I'm
dumb
guessing
kids.
it's Bala. If it's got the apostrophe over the A, does it
It's
change
Bala.
it? It's Bala. They also have one called Chassis, which I think is pretty funny. Like for your chassis, I guess. That's pretty funny. But that's, yeah.
For your chassis.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a second.
Your
No,
undercarriage.
I'm on the phone. I'm like, yeah, no. Hold on a second. I gotta, like, look at my chassis real quick. Like,
But I mean,
what?
like, it's the same idea as putting cornstarch or baby powder in a baby's diaper to keep
I've
the
never
moisture
heard of the
away so they don't get a
cornstarch.
rash.
Exactly. You keep the rash
Cornstarch
away.
works on babies'
And
assholes?
I was a very broke and low income family, so I can tell you
Word to
all
your
the
mother.
cheapo ways. Like a box of cornstarch is probably like $1.98 for the same amount.
How long
that you
will
would
that
spend
last you?
Forever.
Yeah, you get a lot of use out of
A
that.
long time.
Yeah.
For a baby rash?
Yeah, but you know how Johnson & Johnson, they sell like the little tiny container
It's
for like $4.
$4, yeah, $5.
Yeah. No, just go get some cornstarch.
Some cornstarch. Holy crap.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, we're raising these babies so we can eat them, I guess.
What?
No.
Like, you know, you feed them, you put cornstarch on them, you know, it's, hey, that's looking like a good-looking baby. I think they would look really good in the rotisserie thing.
No, you went the total wrong way with that.
No, you don't want to use the cornstarch for that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
People always associate cornstarch as something that you eat, but it's got many, many purposes.
There you go. One of which is to
Absorb sweat.
absorb
Like
moisture.
I'm a big dude, so I just automatically think about eating something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really interested in the idea of eating a fucking buffalo lately. Like, that's on my bucket list.
Yeah, they've yeah, you can get bison burgers and
I sell bison.
we got
jerky.
a local taco place that's the meat they use is bison.
Well, I'm gonna have to
meat.
check that out.
You can
I'm
even-
not going to advertise them for them, but yeah, they do. They use buffalo meat.
Buffalo, it's supposed to be better than cow meat, and it's like cow meat is obviously like the bee's knees.
Yeah. Place is happening always too, man. That place it's like a little dive place, but it's real popular, so.
Please tell me about that. I will be eating at that place very shortly, but we're not gonna like do that on the air. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I totally forgot you were on that thing, so I'm glad I sounded
Can we
intelligent
get
and not like an idiot.
can we get some more chips and salsa, por favor?
But no babies.
Yeah, no
Because
babies.
apparently we know where he's going to go with that.
Yeah, I'm like
Well, and
I'm
they
really
say too-
stoned.
They say
And
too
so-
that, all the talcum, is causing like cancer in people or whatever.
Really?
Cornstarch does not use talcum, so it's the opposite. It's
You know,
better
we've been
for you.
eating that shit for centuries.
But so the talcum is
You-
good.
No, talcum is not.
Oh.
Talcum is bad for you. That's what they say is causing like the cancer cells. Cornstarch does not have that in it. Wow.
Oh.
Like not at all.
Really? See, we're getting an education today. That's really good,
That's pretty important.
Glad we brought that up. You fellas out there listening, trying to take care of your chassis. You might want to go with some cornstarch.
chassis?
I mean, they make
It's
chafing
cheaper and it's not
powder.
going to give you cancer down there. So
They make chafing powder too, and it's essentially the same thing, just a different label,
there you go.
different.
See, this is the
packaging.
kind of shit you're gonna learn if you come to On the Border on Reno and Meridian.
You gotta talk
It-
to Deborah though. 'cause
You got to talk to Deborah. Not everybody's got this
Yeah,
info.
the other servers are not gonna give you the extra info that you didn't know.
Oh, they just showed that play backwards. Like, you know how they'll show the play and then they run it back like the ball. And that reminds me of a meme I saw. I have this readily available. It's if you watch the movie 127 Hours backwards, it becomes an uplifting story of an amputee finding an arm in the desert.
I've never seen that movie, but that's funny.
That's where he gets caught and he has to saw off his own arm.
I've
James
never seen
Franco? Wow. Anyway, he's got
What? That was James Franco?
Yes. Yeah, he's got to saw off his arm so he can get out of it. It's based off the true story
Saw?
of the dude that had to do it.
Oh shit.
A real guy had to do that. He was out by himself doing the thing. He falls. He gets caught between the rocks. He can't get out. His arm's stuck. And he finally has to make the decision to cut off his arm to
I love true stories.
survive.
That makes it a little bit more, because like these movies and thought processes of these movies that are not true stories, sometimes it makes you wonder, like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Like, what was going on in your brain? And so it kind of like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that, even though I think that's cool.
In the same mindset, if you watch the movie Black Swan backwards, it becomes about a dancer who cures her insanity by sleeping with Mila Kunis.
Or a
would do
lesbian
that.
that's like a lesbian that
you
decided
approve? You would do that?
I approve. I would do that.
You would do Mila Kunis?
Oh,
Oh, there's
Mila
the high five.
Kunis is
there's
fucking
no,
sexy.
Yeah, there's no debate there. Yeah,
it's her face though. The rest of her kind of like meh.
no,
eh.
she's kind of grown into her own. She's
Yeah.
No, when she's prego, like, oh my goodness, man, I want to go to town.
I
But
mean, you can't think of Mila Kunis in that '70s show because she was 14.
Exactly.
But now
she was
she's-
14. I thought she was like
14.
15 or 16.
She was 14. She
You know
lied
what?
So she could be on the show.
I'm in
and
my
be
own
asked
rights
for sure.
as a man because when I was that age, when that show was going on, like I was pretty young too, so I wouldn't have gone to jail. So I don't feel bad about that at all.
But I mean, you were talking about her
yeah.
looks. Like, you can't think of her back then because she hadn't grown into herself yet. But now that she's
Yeah.
She is sexier as
Adult.
a woman than she was as
Yeah.
a girl.
Yes.
Oh
She
yeah,
was.
She's
Oh, yeah.
yeah. She's
Oh, my
definitely become
goodness.
better over time.
Her face, like she's got like exotic looks. Like actually, I've Googled her
Yeah.
and found out
Oh,
where
have
she's.
you?
She's got a lot of, like I think it's like European type of stuff, like Nordic type of stuff, and that kind of stuff going on. She's got a good mix. She looks awesome.
It always throws me
Kinda
off
like
whenever
Catherine
I'm
Zeta-Jones.
watching, like, Family Guy, and she's the voice of Meg. So,
Oh yes, that's
so I'm
right.
like, I know what you look like, so it's awkward to watch her as a cartoon.
Right.
Like,
Well, and they're always making, like Seth MacFarlane is always making her out to be the ugly one in the entire Family Guy universe.
yep, she's always the butt of the jokes.
Yes.
The episode I
Shut
watched
up,
last
Meg.
night, they were like, what happens in the alternate universe where Disney draws everything? And she basically was portrayed like Ursula, like she was big and fat and like
Ursula.
Yeah. Well,
I love it.
You know, have you ever seen the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, I've not.
The
Danny
girl,
DeVito.
the girl on the show, Caitlin Olsen. She's either married or with one of the guys that's on the show.
Oh,
but
the Mick.
but on the show, she's the sister, right? And they're always like, I wouldn't say she's not like Mila Kunis hot or whatever, but she's pretty attractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's always the butt of the joke. They're always like, she's always the ugly one and blah, blah, blah. Just throughout the show, that's like the running joke. That's always the thing that's going on that show.
Hey,
Pretty
you know,
good.
it's like one thing I love about Seth MacFarlane is talking
Right.
about like fucking bitches farting. That shit
Wow.
cracks me the fuck up. Because we know this shit happens. And so we, like, of course, like, guys that are straight guys,
Yeah, it's just kind of hidden.
we talk about, like, oh, man, that chick is so hot, and, like,
Crouching
you know,
female, hidden farting.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
also there's another one. If you watch Mean Girls backwards, it's about a girl who becomes so unpopular she has to move to Africa. You see, so yeah, it just turns back
Great
around.
movie.
Mean Girls. I really did love Mean Girls. That was one of those pretty cool.
Good SNL movie.
Yeah, Tina Fey was great.
Tim
Great writer.
Meadows.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows cracks me the fuck up. The love of, or what was the movie he did? Lovers, like
The Ladies' Man.
Ladies' Man, yes.
Yes, that is disgusting.
Yes, that is disgusting.
Yes, that is. Yes. Do it in the butt.
My
Yeah,
favorite thing of Tim Meadows, my favorite thing. You know, he did that character, which was my favorite thing. But anyway, yeah, they did the movie, and that shit was fucking hilarious. He had that tattoo on his ass while he was running away from fucking this other dude's wife.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Did he make an appearance in Undercover Brother 2? Not 2, like the
He
sequel,
did.
just
As
Undercover
well.
Brother. Yeah, as well.
As well.
Yeah.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, because I know it's Eddie Griffin.
Solid.
Yeah.
The 7-Up
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah,
Or
sorry.
no. Who was the 7-Up dude I'm thinking of?
Oh my goodness. The 7
It wasn't Eddie. Well, no, Eddie Griffin took over for him, though, didn't he?
I don't know. We just
He was
got
on the
lost.
movie Time Machine.
I wasn't trying to tail off into Undercover Brother, but there we go. He's in the Time Machine. Denise Richards is in the film. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Here's a
That
magic
happened.
video.
No, that's someone else. That's
I know. I'm trying to get you to say his name.
I can't remember his name. That's the one when they had the T-shirts
It's
that
not
said
Jeffrey
7 Up on
Holder.
the front.
There it
and then-
is.
Or Up Yours. 7 Up Yours.
Orlando,
Yes. Something. Not
not
Bloom.
Sentinel. Orlando Sentinel. What the fuck is that shit?
That's a newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What the doozle? Orlando Jones.
Orlando Jones. That's right.
Orlando Jones, right? Orlando Jones.
So
That's
also in
cool.
his ex. Oh.
Orlando
Yeah.
Jones is
I
an
was
American
right.
comedian and actor.
I have like the greatest amount of worthless fucking knowledge in my brain. Like, I don't think like someone could go out of their way
Yeah.
to learn more worthless fucking knowledge for their life as I have done. Accidentally, I guess.
So with the Le'Veon holdout today, do you think the Browns have a shot at winning against the Steelers? It's in Cleveland today.
No. Oh, it's in Cleveland?
Yep.
Nope.
Giants and Jaguars
Nope.
currently tied at 3. You think Steelers still win?
I'm thinking the Giants are going to look way better this year than anybody thought, even myself.
I would think, though, if Steelers find a way to lose today, obviously Cleveland fans would just be ecstatic
Wow.
because that would match their win total for the last 2 years. But I think the Steelers would jump all over this Le'Veon Bell thing. Uh-oh. Cousins,
Nice.
touchdown, Stephon Diggs. There we go.
Cousins is really good.
Go Vikes. Skull Vikes. There we go. Nice. That was a great pass.
10-0.
Yep. Yeah.
So
49ers not looking so hot already.
I gotta say this is an interesting game because we've got the Jaguars, who I've talked to customers about.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people like myself who feel like this Jaguars bullshit last year was a big fucking fluke. And that was just a one-year thing. And you know how sports goes.
Sure.
Like, sometimes you got some shit like last year happens. Like, the Bills go to the fucking playoffs. Come on now.
Yeah. But if the Jaguars,
Don't take them seriously.
But the Jaguars do have a great defense, and that usually travels well. That usually plays out pretty well. You've got a great running back in Leonard Fournette who got a couple of yards there.
He got 2 yards.
He just ran into a big pot. No, that was
Wall.
T.J. Yeldon, actually, that ran that one. But, I mean, they've got a good run game. They've got a great defense. Quarterback, so-so. I mean,
running game,
they
defense, that's
can
how you win championships.
They can make some things happen. They've got 49 rushing yards in the game right now. So, I mean, I don't know that the Jaguars are a fluke. I mean, I don't know. When you got that good and young of a defense, you might be able to. You might be hanging around for a while, making some noise.
And we're playing in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
East Rutherford.
Yeah, this is a giant stadium here, and that's another first down for the Jags. So they're in the red zone now, 20-yard line.
That's another annoying thing to me, by the way, too, as well. Fucking New York Giants and New York Jets play in fucking New Jersey. No, that's gay as fuck.
Well, I mean, your real estate out there is a little lacking. I mean, you don't have much space.
Buffalo didn't have a problem with it.
Are you kidding me right now with Buffalo?
That was West
Northern
New York.
State, New York.
But why are you gonna go to another state? Like, do like Buffalo, like go whatever, like northern
because
New York City stuff.
Jersey's just right there. Buffalo is
New
a pretty
York
decent
and
drive.
New Jersey people hate each other like Texas and Oklahoma people do.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna put a New York franchise into New Jersey when New Yorkers hate New Jersey?
So, real estate-wise, sometimes you're forced to. Just like the 49ers, when they had to put up their new stadium, they had to put it up in Santa Clara. It's not even technically in San Francisco.
True that.
Because there was nowhere to put it. And the real estate there is just stupid expensive. It's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And so they had to build the thing in Santa Clara because you need the right amount of space.
Which I think is
kind of lacking
northeast.
in some of those areas. You know.
Well, I mean,
here we
there's
got
lots
land
of
all over the
earthquakes
place.
there's lots of earthquakes over there, so I mean, it's been beaten the shit out of like for many millennia.
Oh my goodness. Millennia.
Like for a long time, California just gets beat the shit out of.
Oh, I saw this in the news.
There's
Touchdown,
a touchdown.
Jags. Safarian
There's
Jenkins.
a flag on the plane.
Yeah, another hyphenated guy, Austin Safarian Jenkins.
What is up with the hyphenated people?
I don't know. Guys are getting married and taking other people's
There
names.
was
I don't
like
know.
fucking 3 or 4 hyphenated people on the OU game today.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this in the news. Chad Ochocinco is training to become an MLS soccer goalie. If you remember back in the holdout back
Cincinnati.
in 2011, back in the holdout, he was trying to play for one of the teams. It was for Sporting Kansas City. He ended up playing in some almost kind of like an exhibition type of deal. But they were kind of like, thanks, but no thanks. He didn't, of course, play for them. But now that
Like
he's
Michael
retired,
Jordan trying to go play baseball or something?
something like that, yeah. Well, now he's training to be a goalie, and I guess they're trying an expansion team will be in Miami. It's going to be partly owned by David Beckham, and he's training to be a goalie
Like
for that team in
Cubans?
2020. Yeah. If he's still quick, I mean,
What
he's
is he, like,
kind of
40 years old now?
Yeah, he's 40. But with his height, I mean, he's quick. I mean, I don't know, but he's 40, so I don't know.
He's worked out his entire life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's one of those physical freaks. That guy almost got a touchdown Right through his hands, and then he pooped it right out between the legs.
It's hard for me to not like the Jaguars because, Coach Coughlin, which is funny while this game is playing, Coach Coughlin got his name from head coaching for the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's why he's there now.
Whenever they were first introduced.
That's why he's there now in upper management. So
now? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's there now.
Good.
Did you hear about this? LeBron James and Kevin Durant did a rap song together.
Was it a meme against Colin Kaepernick by any chance?
No, actually, this song was made back in 2011. They had
I know they're
played
buddies.
on the Olympic team together. Like, this was at the time where Durant was still with Oklahoma City. LeBron was in Miami at the time, and the song is called "It Ain't Easy." And but yeah, they do this "It Ain't Easy" song that just got released. There was going to be a contract where it was supposed the song was going to be released for the NBA 2K19 game, which just came out. But that didn't pan out. I guess they were going to play the song on the game or whatever.
Yeah, this ain't going well.
Yeah, it didn't pan out. And I'll give it up. I'll say Durant is a much better rapper than LeBron James. I don't know what I'm allowed to play or not play, but if you listen to it for yourself, it ain't easy.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
It'd be pretty easy to find right now. But yeah, KD, you set everything aside about whatever. If you just straight up listen to it, KD's a much better rapper than LeBron James. I wonder if that's the reason
impressive.
why. I wonder if that's one of the reasons why it took this long for the song to even come out. Is because honestly,
it was 7 years ago.
Yeah, I mean LeBron doesn't really sound that good on it, but and to be honest, it's not like a great song. So it's
Shaquille O'Neal had his rapping.
Oh, everybody's kind of doing their
career.
thing nowadays. You had the Lakers guys that were doing stuff, then they were like bashing each other and just trying to
Not really that
get
good.
around. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't always translate, right? But it ain't easy. But
it must be nice
Check
because
it
you're
out
making
just for your enjoyment. It's like a 3-minute song. It's like just barely over 3 minutes.
When you're making that kind of money, it must be nice to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do anytime you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I tried to make a music career. That didn't work out.
Yeah, and is
Well, I guess I'll hold on to my $200 million.
And even as not great as it is, it'll probably make money. It'll probably, there'll be money involved. I know TMZ at one point, I think last year, had even offered up like $250,000 for the rights to the song just so they could release it and get it to the public.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and they were denied. I mean, they were wanting to release it or whatever. I don't know. So,
wow.
I don't know how or why that works, but it does.
That's impressive.
It's like, it's just notable because the two guys that are doing the song, but really it's not that great. So, if you have a moment, if you feel like it, check it out, whatever. It's it's Kevin Durant rapping. So, anyway, we're watching football. Hopefully you all are watching football. Jaguars are up 6-3. We're gonna call it a day here. We're gonna reach out to you next week for our next episode. We're gonna be talking some more sports, talking some more college football, and just the day-to-day things happening in sports. Just all these controversies, all this social justice train that keeps going. We got all that going on, and we'll see what keeps happening and see what people are crying about this next week.
It's gonna be
You never
crazy.
know.
This week's gonna be crazy. I just know it.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Chance Del Fuego, and with me has been Drunk Tim. This has been Two Idiots Talk Sports. You all have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great one.
Have you ever felt like shutting the fuck up?
Well, I'm out, man.